Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss HTML frames. What is the use of frames in HTML? So in HTML, frames are used to divide a window into number of smaller sections. That is multiple sections. If you want to divide a browser window, a page, a single page, if you want to divide a page into multiple sections, then we can make use of frames in HTML. There are two types of tags with respect to frames. One is frame set tag, another one is frame tag. Apart from that, we have one more frame is called no frame, no frame tag. These three tags are with respect to frame. So frame set tag. So if you want to create frame in HTML, we have to use frame set tag instead of body tag. Instead of body tag in HTML, we have to replace this body tag with frame set tag. So inside frame set tag, we have to create frames. Frames in the sense a smaller section within a window. So we can create multiple sections. We can divide our browser window into smaller number of sections. So this is example for, if you look into this example, this is example for frame tag. How will you create frame? We can create frame using frame tag. Instead of body tag, so in HTML, we have two sections. Inside HTML, we have head section, another one is body section. So we have to replace body with frame set tag. So frame set tag, it has two properties. One is row, another one is column property. So I am going to specify rows. Rows property. So rows is equal to 50%, comma 50%. That means I am going to divide the frame, that is horizontal frame. I am going to divide that frame. I am going to divide that entire page into smaller section. In the rows means horizontal frame. Now frame set rows is equal to 50%, and I am going to create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frames. I am going to create 6 frames. I can create 4 frames. Now we'll create 4 frames. Okay. Frame set tag rows 50%, 50%. That means I am going to create 2 frames. The horizontal frames. Rows means horizontal frame. If you run this program, see, I have created 2 frames. That is in horizontal. Rows specify the horizontal frame. So I have divided the page into 2 sections. That's why in rows I have specified 50%, 50%. The first frame is 50%, then second frame is 50%. That means we are dividing the frame into exactly 2 parts. Suppose if I want to divide the frame into 3 sections, so I can specify 50%, then this one is 30%, then third one is 20%. So I am going to create 3 frames. This is empty frame. We have to create. After specifying frame set tag, we have to specify frame. So I have created 3 frames. See, the first part is 50%. This is 30%. It will occupy 30% of the entire window. This one, last one will occupy 20% of the entire window. Now if I change, this is 50%, this is 20%, or okay, 20%. I'll make this as 25 and 25. This is called horizontal frame. See here, when the first frame will occupy 25% of the window. Then second frame will occupy 25% of the window size. Then third frame will occupy 50%. Now, if I want to specify, suppose I want to create 3 frames, horizontal frame, but if I am not specifying third one, if I specify star, then remaining part will be occupied by third. First one will take 25% of the window, then second frame will take 25% of the window size, then third one star means it will specify the remaining percentage, 25, 25, 50, total 100, so remaining 50%. Suppose here I am specifying 20 and this one is 10, that means 70% of window frame, third frame will occupy 70%. See here, 20, 10, remaining 70%. This is with respect to horizontal. If I want to create vertical frame, I have to specify column properties. That is column properties, COLS is equal to 20%, 10%, then remaining 70%. Save this. Then if you run this program, see, this is horizontal frame. The previous one is vertical. We have used rows property with frame tag. This is vertical frame column property. The next one is what I am going to do. I am going to specify both rows and columns. So column rows is equal to 50% of the window. Then remaining star, you can specify star or 50%. 50%. Then column property, I am going to specify 50-50. So how many frames? Totally 4 frames. 50%, 50%. So I'm going to create one more empty frame. So what is the use of frame? We are going to divide the entire browser window or single page into smaller number of sections. Each section we can load separate file HTML document. Now I have created vertical as well as horizontal frame. So totally 4 frames are there. See, the first frame is 50% of the window, second frame 50%, rows and columns. So exactly divided into 2 parts, horizontal as well as vertical. 4 frames are there. We have created frame. Then for this frame, we have several properties are there. Frame border, frame spacing, then border property is there. So what we can do, if I change the border property, here border is equal to either 0 or 1, frame border. So frame border is equal to 0 or 1. If you specify 0 means no frame. So by default frame will be there. Now if you save and run this program, there is no border. In the previous one border is there. Here no border. Why? Because I have specified frame border as 0. Value either 0 or 1. Now by default it is 1. Now I have changed frame border as 1. Now frame is there. Okay. This is example for that border property. Then what I am going to do, I am going to specify 4 frames. I have created empty frame, then slash, backslash. So it will create empty frame. I want to include some document corresponding to that particular frame. I can separately load document within that frame. So what two properties are there? That is SRC, source, from where I am going to include the file. I am going to include file from the current working directory. I have already created a file name with frames1. Okay, this is frames1. It has head and body section. In body, I have h1 tag and paragraph tag. That's it. Only two tags are there. H1 tag, in that content of H1 is frame 1, and paragraph tag, content of paragraph tag is contents of frame 1. So now I am going to include this file name. SRC is equal to frames1. Now name of the file name is frames1.html. So I have included frames1. That means I am going to load the content of frames1.html in the first frame. Okay, in the first frame. While running this program, see what is the content of this frames, because I have included frames1.html tag in frame 1. Okay, what is the content of frame 1? This is the content of frame 1. Clear. It will load the corresponding document inside that frame 1. Now what I am going to do, I am going to include, I have one more file name called frames2.html, frames2.html, then frames3.html, then frames4.html. Already I have created 4 files. These 4 files are here: frames 1, frames 2, frame 3, frame 4, frame 5, all HTML files. Okay. Now I have included these things. If you run this program now, see, this is content of frame 1, this is frame 2, frame 3, frame 4. Clear? Now we have one more property with respect to frame, that is name property. I can specify name of the frame. So name of this frame is name is frame 1 or first frame or sample frame 1. Okay, I have given name sample frame 1. Then for the next one, I'm going to give sample, because name should not be same, it should be unique, name 2. Then here name is 3, that is sample frame 3. Here name sample frame 4. Okay, so I have specified SRC and name of the frame. Save this. Okay, run this program. This is content of frame 1, content of frame 2, frame 3 and frame 4. Then one more tag is there, that is no frame tag is there. HTML5 will not support frame tags. Some browsers will not support frame tag. So if it is not supporting, we have to display the message that browser will not support frame tag. So for that, we have a tag called no frame, then opening tag and closing tag. No frame tag. So whenever we are specifying no frame, because frame set tag is replaced by body tag. We have two sections, head and body section. Body tag is replaced with frame set tag. But no frame tag, whenever browser will not support, some information I have to display. So I have to use body tag. Inside that I can specify some information, paragraph. So browser will not support, browser does not support frame tag. Okay, this is example. Suppose browser is not supporting, it will display this message. So we have to use no frame tag. Now our browser is this browser is supporting, so it will not display that message. If browser is not supporting, then it will display this message, browser does not support frame tag. Then after that, next one is we can specify some examples here. Here I have created 3 files. See here, I have one file name called content.html. I'll open this file, content.html. Here I have list items. I have a hrefs tag, that is hyperlink. Then I have specified target Apple description. We have given name of the name we have specified. Okay. What I am going to do, I am going to include this file in the target. So while click on that, this particular frame will be loaded. Just look into this program. So I have created content.html. Then one more file is there, apples, banana and fruits. Okay, apple, banana, orange. If you open this file, apple, so I have displayed this is apple. That's it. Then if you open this banana, what is the content of this file? This is banana. This is simple HTML file. This is a simple HTML file. Then if you open this orange dot, this is simple HTML. 3 files I have created, apples, bananas and orange. Then here I have created a file name called fruits.html. Fruits.html. We can have different types of fruits. Then I have created one more file, content.html. In content.html, here I have specified list, unordered list I have created with 3 items with a hrefs, apples.html, bananas.html, orange.html. Whenever I click on this apple, banana and orange, this is content of that is anchor tag. While click on this link, it will take you to that particular link, apples.html. That one will be loaded into the target frame. So this is whenever we are using that particular frame, if you want to load some content on that particular frame, that section, we have to use target property. Target property. So here I am going to run this frame. I'll open this program. Okay. Frame 3, I have created 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 frames I have created. Here I have created 4 frames. Then frame set tag, rows 50%, comma star, 50%, 50%. Columns 50%, comma star, that means 50%, 50%. Then frame border 0 I have given. So 0 means no border. If you want to specify border, you can specify border. The next one is I have created first frame. Then I have included src contents.html. Okay. Content.html. This is content.html. I have already created with list. That is, if you run this program, content.html, see, I have 3 items in the list, apple, banana and orange, all are hyperlink. That means if you click on that link, it will redirect that particular page into some other document. Okay, have created. Here, content.html. The next one is apples.html. Then third one is banana.html. Then fourth one is orange.html. Name of the frame is apple descriptions, banana descriptions, and orange descriptions. Okay, I have given name also for each frame. Then if you go to this target, if you go here, whenever I click on this apple tag, I have specified target as apple description. So target means where this document will be loaded. I want to load this file apples.html in a frame name called, this is apple description, that is second frame. Okay, name of the frame is apple frame. So I want to load apple.html in this particular frame. So while click on this frame, now I'll run this program, frame3.html. See, I have created 4 frames. What is the name of the file? Frames3.html. I have created rows, 2 rows and 2 columns, horizontal frames and vertical frames. 2 horizontal and 2 vertical frames, totally 4 frames are there. I have created 4 frames. For each frame, I have included some files. Here content.html, this is apple HTML, banana HTML, orange.html. I have given name. So I have, this is, I have created. Here if I click on this apple, in the second frame I have included apples.html apple description. See here, name of the frame is apple description. So target I have specified here. Whenever you are creating frame, you have to specify name of the frame. While referring that particular frame, we have to use target property. Okay, we have to use target property. This is original file. In that I have specified name property. Okay, I have specified name property. Here I have specified target property. So after creating this one, if I click on banana, in the third frame, the content of banana.html file will be loaded. If I click on this orange, this one will be displayed. This is the simple example for frame example. Then if HTML5 will not support frames, so we have a separate tag called iframe tag. We have separate tag called iframe. Okay, it has some property, width and height, property. So we can insert this HTML5 will not support frame. So if you want to include frame, that means if you want to divide the entire window into smaller section, then you can make use of iframe. So iframe, it has property, this is HTML version 5. So iframe it has several properties, width and height. Then inside body tag, you can specify, you can include iframe. So this is example for iframe. See here, inside body we can include iframe. Then property is src, and width and height we have to specify. So this is the example for iframe. Here in the inside body, I have 2 paragraph tags. Okay, in between I have included iframe. So I want to insert one section. I want to divide that window into smaller section. I have included one iframe. So in that I am going to load apples.html. Apples.html. If you click on this, see here, document goes here, both are paragraph. In between I have specified iframe, width and height. Then along with that, what is the source? Apples.html. The content of apples.html is, this is the content of apple.html. This is apple. This is an apple. So if you click on this, this is the content. So this iframe works like this because HTML file will not support frame HTML5. So we are going to use iframe. Inside body tag, we can include iframe anywhere and any part of the document. You can include iframe. I think, I hope you all understood. Thank you.